Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV on PlayFrame Story Mode, and welcome back to the Doman Enclave, where there is still plenty of work to be done. Most of which, for my part, involves dropping money into a box, which I already did a little bit of. So let's go ahead and see how that's going. On behalf of the Shazinkai, Doman, I thank you for your support. You got it. The basic foundations for the barracks are already in place, and the construction's progressing well. The day it is completed cannot come soon enough. Maoto is in charge. He's most likely standing outside, trying to look stern. Would you be so good as to see if he needs any assistance? I'd be happy to. Let's go see this Maoto. Where are they? They're, oh, okay. Just a little up this way. Is one of you Maoto? Oh, I think you're on the other side of the... Okay. Maoto. Ah. So this is to be the barracks then. Nice. Honestly, it already looks like it's started pretty well here. Hello. Greetings. You are Doman, correct? Kozakura has told me all about you. The two of us are childhood friends, and she keeps me informed on the activities of the Shazinkai. I'm Maoto, head of the Enclave Guard. As you can see, we're in the midst of constructing our new base of operations. It'll be used primarily as a place to train when we're not on duty. Our patrols help to ensure that no roaming beasts make their way inside. We also inspect various areas of the Enclave, identifying places where accidents might occur. Although with all the building work, practically everywhere contains a hazard of some sort. Hello. Maoto, can we have a word? Very well, provided you keep it brief. We were wondering, when are we supposed to change shifts? I thought I made this clear. Every half a bell. In that case, we have some apologizing to do. Oh dear. Perhaps I should revise the schedule. How do you measure half a bell anyway? Until recently, Hakuro and his troops patrolled the Enclave. Now they've been asked to forego that in order to deal with more urgent concerns. After all, their role is to protect the whole of Doma, not just the Enclave. As such, we citizens must find a means to protect ourselves. That is our reason for forming the Enclave Guard. Most of our members were forced to serve the Empire during the occupation, so they were glad to finally have the opportunity to do something for Doma's sake. Being conscripted soldiers, they were given some degree of training. They would have been used as little more than cannon fodder in the event of actual combat, though. But at least they were worthy of being chosen. You see, I'm not the biggest of Lupin, and I've always suffered from a weakness in the legs. Normally, being small and light makes one nimble, but not in my case. It did mean, however, that I was spared from conscription. Not that being left behind was much easier. Most of my friends were taken away, while I was powerless to help them. Part of me was glad that I could stay here, which made me realize that deep down I was not but a coward. One thing I gained, perhaps the only thing, was an unrivaled knowledge of the nooks and crannies of the Enclave. All that scurrying around trying to avoid the Garleans meant I knew all the best hiding places. With the Imperials gone, I started showing these spots to the Doman soldiers on patrol, and before long they'd put me in charge of the Enclave Guard. We're only a group of volunteers, but it is a great honor. Now that I'm finally able to make myself useful, I want to do everything in my power to repay the trust they've shown me. And your donations will not go to waste, I promise. Construction of the Enclave Barracks is underway, as a dedicated collective of citizens patrols the streets. As you continue to... you get it, yeah. You've seen that quite a few times at this point. Our recruits may be rather rough around the edges, yet each and every one of them's committed to our cause. They simply need more time to adjust to their new roles. That makes sense. All right, back to Kozakura. So, How much more money will you be allowing me to turn in today? None, I see. Unfortunate. Well, I'm off to kill time for a week. All right, Doma, I hope you're ready for more donations, because I got them. Prepare the donation basket. For an uncertain number of... nope, more. There we go. Okay. Donate. On behalf of the Shazin Kai, Derman, I thank you for your support. Happy to do it. I am pleased to inform you that we've made great strides in our efforts to rebuild the Enclave. That's starting to come together. Owing to your many contributions, the Enclave Barracks has seen further development. Yeah, that went up fast. Good job. I offer my most sincere gratitude for your kind donations. I have received word from Mauti as to the state of the barracks. Oh, did I say Mauti? He would be most upset if he knew I used that name. You see, we grew up together and Mauti was my nickname for him. When we were little, he did not mind being called that, but now he tells me such a childish name ill befits a man of his standing. Anyway, there are matters more deserving of your attention. But what say we go and see the Enclave Barracks? I want to see. Huh? Hey! It's even nicer seeing him in person. Greetings, Derman. And to you, Kozakura. I hope you like what we've done with the barracks. It's come a long way, I'm sure you'll agree. Even I'm amazed we managed to get it finished so quickly, what with all of our patrolling and assisting people with their troubles. Your donations were so generous that we were able to afford new weapons. Thankfully, beyond seeing off the odd creature that wanders too close to the perimeter walls, we've had little cause to use them. We also have the equipment necessary to put out fires and detain criminals. Again, nothing of that nature has occurred so far, much to our relief. There is one missing cat that still eludes us, however. It is bound to show up soon. And may I say, I'm amazed at the lengths to which you're willing to go to help the Enclave. The real reason we came here, however, is to deliver a message. There was a missive addressed to you, Mauti. I told you never to call me by that name. Never mind that. It's from Lord Hien himself. Simply put, he wishes to give the Enclave Guard official recognition in light of your service to the Kingdom of Doma. Surely not. Is this true? Yes, it is. Lord Hien pays more attention to what goes on around here than you realize. Not content to rely on hearsay, he's shown a personal interest in the activities of the Enclave Guard, their patrols and so on. He knows full well how committed and diligent you've all been, and thought that this is no more than you deserve. We never strove to be more than a group of well-organized volunteers, so this comes as something of a surprise. Many of us have families to support and jobs to hold down, so I only ask our members to contribute what time they can spare. If we were formally in the employ of the Kingdom, we could dedicate ourselves wholly to the Enclave Guard. Yes, the more I think on it, the more I realize what a privilege this truly is. Thank you, Derman, Kozakura. It is your generosity and hard work that have made this possible. I intend to prove that your faith in us was not misplaced. Hey, congrats. Moto, those Budaga men have infiltrated the Kiankan. Will they never learn? Apprehend the intruders. I want them alive and preferably unharmed. One of you stay here. I'll prepare some choice words for you to deliver to those scoundrels. I'll gather some men and go on ahead. Once the Buddhiga have been trussed up and given a severe telling off, they'll know better than to try any of their antics again. I don't know that they will, but keep hope alive. Would you excuse us for a few moments? I never knew he had it in him to become such a respected leader. The Enclave barracks are exactly what this place needed, and Mauto has surpassed all expectations. Now that the important matter of protecting the citizenry appears to have been addressed, I have another proposal for you. I expect you've seen the enormous Imperial structure by the docks. Although it has, for the most part, been demolished, the Watchtower still looms ominously over the Enclave, an unpleasant reminder of the occupation. Since the efforts of the Shazinkai have predominantly focused on establishing an acceptable standard of living for our people, cases such as this have not received much attention until now. Fortunately, we're now in a position to divert donations to replacing the Garlean-built tower with one of our own, so that we may cast a watchful eye across the One River and surrounding region. If you're able to continue your contributions, it would be immensely beneficial for the Enclave. I would be happy to. Seems we're getting into the home stretch of things that need doing around here. And don't rough them up too much. Ihase needs their help in the paddy fields. Sorry about that. Did I hear you mention building a new watchtower? If you need people to man it, look no further than the Enclave Guard. Fantastic. And there's the barracks complete. Now that the Enclave barracks is complete, the Shazinkai aims to further improve security by replacing the Imperial Watchtower with one of Doman design. Furthermore, as a result of the Enclave's expansion, the rate of gratuities paid for donations has increased, as well as the weekly budget. So now I don't know how many little sacks of money to drop in anymore. That's fine. I didn't remember before. Kozakura! Is there any more room in the donation basket today? Looks like yes. On behalf of the Shazinkai, Derman, I thank you for your support. We were able to cover the costs of having the old Imperial Tower completely demolished. Not only that, but the masons and carpenters wasted no time in starting work on the new one. If you'd like to know more, I suggest speaking with Ishibushi, the foreman. He'll explain how your donations are making a difference. I want to see. So that tower should be off this away. Oh yeah, nice. Whatever was there before, quite gone. Let's run. It's a long way. So, there you are. Ishibushi. Report. You must be Derman. So, come to inspect our work, have you? Yes? Please allow me to apologize on behalf of Master Ishibushi. He does not mean to be rude. He's simply brusque by nature. In fact, I'm sure he's very pleased to see you at our construction site. You see, like everyone else in the Enclave, we too have benefited from your magnanimity. Were it not for your donations, we'd have no tools or resources with which to go about our work. As such, we owe you a debt of gratitude for this opportunity to improve the lives of our fellow Domans. Is that what you meant to say? We would have thanked you sooner had we not been so busy here. Even working day and night, it took an awfully long time to bring down the old tower. I will say one thing for those Garleans, they certainly know how to build. We were getting nowhere with the tools we had, so we had to import ones better suited to taking apart steel structures. And explosives. Lots of explosives. Now we're making swift progress on building our own tower. Isn't that right, Master? If you worked as much as you talk, we'd have it finished by now. My mother always says I should become an orator instead of a builder. Maybe you should take her advice. Anyway, let us address the matter at hand, our plans for the tower. Yes, we still need to decide how to build the uppermost section. Seeing as your donations are funding this endeavor, perhaps we should ask you, Derman. What do you think should be placed at the top of the tower? Ooh, options. Why not give it a beacon and turn it into a lighthouse? Or what this place needs is a massive statue of Lord Hien. I feel like Hien himself would protest and give me quite the side eye on that one. Lighthouse seems a little more functional. For a place of trade. Brilliant. Why didn't I think of that? Not only will it serve to guide ships traveling at night, but the increased visibility will make it easier for the guards to keep an eye on the Enclave. What say you, Master? I say yes. Excellent. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have work to do. Construction of the Watchtower is proceeding quickly, with plans to include a beacon so that it may also function as a lighthouse. As you continue to contribute to the XIV and the reconstruction effort, in what other ways might the Doman Enclave grow and change? Not many ways left, honestly. We're getting toward the tail end of projects. This might be the last one, actually. Or at least second to last. We're in the home stretch. Kozakura! Any more room? I'm guessing not this time, huh? Hey! Oh, that's right. They increased how much that I'm allowed to... Right, okay, hang on. Let me get a smaller little stack of monies, and this is going to be the wrong amount now, probably. But, by how much? Oh, no, wait, it's right. Sort of. Actually, there's... Who cares? As ever, you're too kind. Your donation has brought us to the limit of our weekly budget, and so I must refuse any additional contributions till our coffers have been replenished. Thank you again. You bet. All right, till next week. Heck, might be the last week. Probably not, but till next week. Or, I guess, for the rest of you, 5 seconds from now. See you then. Time to put more money in a basket. Can I guess how much? Probably not. Darn it, I would have been right last time. Nah. There we go. On behalf of the XIV, Derman, I thank you for your support. I'm pleased to inform you we've made great strides in our efforts, etc. Show me. Looking good. I do really enjoy getting to see the in-progress phases for each of these little projects they're doing. It's fun. The Watchtower takes shape. Once more, your contributions are a great boon to the Enclave. Construction of the Watchtower has reached its conclusion. It makes me incredibly proud to think that such an impressive structure could come as a result of our combined efforts. I believe that Ishibushi and the others should finish removing the scaffolding soon, so it should be safe to take a closer look. Fantastic. I'm gonna go do that. Is this the right way? This is the right way. Just look for the... Hey! It's even got a light and everything. Fantastic work. My compliments. It is done. I think what he means to say is, due to your continued donations, the project is now complete, and we can all marvel at this fine example of modern Doman architecture. And if you think it looks impressive from down here, you should see the view from the top. You can see the entire Enclave, from the classes being held at Risai Juku to the steam rising from the fresh dumplings in the 10,000 stalls. I even saw all the way to the domain, where the field hands are bringing in their first harvest. From now on, I shall enjoy observing the change of seasons from our lofty perch. The Enclave Guard are sure to be pleased with the new Watchtower. I know I am. You should probably mention that we had enough materials to make a meeting hall for the builders. You'll not be seeing me in there, though. Some of us like to concentrate on our work, while others prefer to spend hours talking about it beforehand. I hope you're not referring to me. May I remind you, negotiations are an essential part of any successful business, and we're no exception. I did not mean it as an insult. You're a skilled architect, and you know what you're talking about. And you certainly do talk about it at great length. That's why I want you to handle discussions with our clients from now on. You mean it? Thank you, Master. I knew I chose the right profession. Oh my. Seeing it from afar is one thing, but to see it from this close is quite another. And what a way to welcome visitors. It truly is a testament to the spirit of Doma. In time, it's sure to become a symbol of the Enclave itself. Such effusive praise. I'm at a loss for words. Makes a change. Anyway, I'm glad you like it, Kozakura. We still have plenty of work ahead of us, though. Is the Watchtower not yet complete? You misunderstand me. I mean the next project. Another project? Your enthusiasm's most admirable. Of course, we're always happy to hear any suggestions regarding future developments. Hachisuba will stop by the Shazinkai later to present a list of the required materials. Oh, no rest for the wicked, huh? I shall look forward to your visit. I dare say that whatever this project is will require donations of some description. Can we count on your support? Wonderful. Although I cannot think what it might be. Boy, it'd be super weird if I just pulled financial support from you guys now. At the finish line. The Watchtower is complete. With the new Watchtower rising high above the Enclave, the wheels are already in motion for the next project. Fantastic. We're getting near the end here, but I'm pretty sure... Hang on, I should actually check. Hello. Your kind donations have helped secure the materials requested by Ishibushi. Kozakura, Doman, Hachisuba requests your presence at the 10,000 stalls. Do you have time to spare? Yes, of course. By the kami! Was this all done in the short time we were away? Well, look at all this! It's looking even better. Yes, we had to prize you away from the Shazinkai long enough for the other builders to renovate it. They certainly work quickly, don't they? It truly is remarkable. What can I say? They learn from the best. Me. That is far from an empty boast, I assure you. Having received the master's tutelage, even a novice could put something like this together in no time at all. You see, now that most of the construction of new buildings has been seen to, we can afford to divert our resources to improving the existing facilities. The materials we requested were mostly for carrying out repairs, but we had enough left over to spruce up the Shazinkai. It's the least we could do to repay all the good you've done. Come now, our contributions pale in comparison to all the backbreaking labor you do on behalf of the Enclave. Nonetheless, I gratefully accept your generosity. Thank you. It was our pleasure. With that taken care of, perhaps we can have a well-earned rest. Does that mean that most of your tasks have been completed? For now, yes. Just a few odd jobs remaining. Then I think it's safe to say that the reconstruction of the Enclave is finished. Good morning. Who's this? Oh, Taoyaku. What can I do for you? I come to offer a proposal. The Enclave should have a garden. Oh, I see. But where? I have a perfect location in mind. There's a pond behind the 10,000 stalls, and the surrounding area is filled with a variety of trees and shrubs. The area shows much promise, but will need the guiding hand of an experienced gardener, namely myself, for it to fulfill its potential. With a few carefully cultivated plants and a new pavilion, tales of its beauty will spread throughout the land. Now, I realize that, strictly speaking, a garden is far from essential for daily life, which is why I've waited for more urgent matters to be addressed before making my proposal. But what say you? Will you grant me the opportunity to bring a measure of joy to the citizenry? I certainly have no objections. In fact, I think it's a wonderful idea. We shall see to securing the necessary resources. However, this may require a few more donations. Can we rely on your support, Doman? Sure. Marvelous. You have my thanks. A pavilion, you say? Leave it to me. Master, if I may be so bold, I would very much appreciate you letting me handle this assignment. Let's not forget that you're personally attending to a number of smaller, but no less important tasks around the Enclave. I, on the other hand, have time to accept something rather demanding. And as you may remember, I once worked as a field hand. Just one of the many occupations I dabbled in before finding my true calling. That experience will be useful when it comes to gardens, I'm sure. Fine, have it your way. A few days without your incessant prattle would do me a world of good. Then it's decided. Come, I have much to explain. Well, all right. Tell me of... Where'd you go? Tell me of garden... Where for real, where did you go, though? Gardens, where did you... Where's the... Guy? Hey! Where the heck did you run off to? Oh, here you are. But you're not... I figured you were going to have a quest if you wanted to tell me more about the... I have several ideas for improvements I'd like to make to the garden. And perhaps one day they'll come to fruition. Well, at least this way we've kind of gotten a glimpse of what everything looks like before they start work. In earnest. I wandered lonely as a pond. No, that doesn't sound right. Trying to come up with poetry. Of course, I could not disappoint Master Ishibushi after he put me in charge of constructing the pavilion. It's coming along rather nicely, if I do say so myself. Yeah, this is a pretty good start, considering you guys had, like, 3 minutes before I got here. You do work fast. I'm guessing I must just need to either talk to you or consult the basket. Okay. Though it... Oh. I guess we're done then. Fine. Will this be it? Will this be the week in which we complete everything here at the Doman Enclave? It's possible. Not certain, but possible. I think I finally got it right, which feels like a good omen. On behalf of the Shazen Kai, Doman, I thank you for your support. I'm pleased to inform you we've made great strides in our efforts to rebuild the Enclave. That is starting to shape up. And what a nice choice for this little nook of the area. Nice just having a decorative park space. Please allow me to offer my most sincere appreciation for your kind donations. Not only were they used in the development of the one garden, but we also had enough materials left to carry out numerous repairs and improvements. Through your goodwill and timely contributions, the Enclave has changed immeasurably from the shattered husk it once was. Doman, Kozakura, the one garden's ready. You should come and see what we've done with the place. Splendid. We should go for a stroll and admire their handiwork. You'll not be disappointed, I guarantee it. Now, I must find Master Ishibushi and share the news. I'm excited to see. Let's head over there. And enjoy just the views on the way of all the progress we've made out here, or helped to make. I guess they did most of the actual work. Still, though. Gorgeous. My goodness. I never imagined it would be so spectacular. The stunning combination of natural beauty and traditional Doman architecture takes my breath away. The pavilion in particular is certain to impress all who visit. I had no idea you were planning something of this scale, though. Actually, Tayaku came up with the overall design, while I saw to its construction. Though I have to say, even I am pleasantly surprised by the end result. I am curious, Tayaku. How did you become such a gardening expert? Surely the Imperial occupation all but brought an end to such leisurely pursuits. Yes, those damnable Garleans have no respect for the finer things in life. Until they came and ruined everything, I was an apprentice gardener. I trained under my father, who was in charge of the grounds of Doma Castle. While I spent most of my boyhood pruning hedges, he was creating horticultural masterpieces. However, I'll never forget the day I accidentally cut off a branch from Lord Kyan's favorite plum tree. For the first time in my life, I saw rage flash in my father's eyes as he struck me across the face. When he marched me off to apologize to our great ruler, I was so afraid that even his hands gripping my shoulders could not stop my trembling. But when I confessed to Lord Kyan, he gently held the branch as he smiled at me and said, "This will make the perfect gift for my Mina." From that day forth, it has been my dream to fill Doma with beautiful gardens in honor of our beloved lord. Your generosity set me on the path of fulfilling this goal. I shall never forget the kindness you've shown me. I wish you could have seen the gardens of Doma Castle. While they may have been lost forever, I'll dedicate my life to keeping the techniques of my father alive for all to enjoy. It is a shame that he and Lord Kyan are no longer here to share this view with us. I only pray that it serves as a suitable tribute to their memory. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. It was not my intention to dampen the mood. Perhaps we have for so long lived under the heel of the Garleans that we simply could not afford to think beyond the here and now. Even after we rid ourselves of those curs, every day was a desperate struggle to make ends meet. It's only now that peace has returned to the Enclave that we're able to look to the past, to remember those we've lost. No doubt many others feel the same way. I know I do. We should encourage them to come together for quiet reflection, to ease the grief that lingers in their hearts. And maybe we can hold an event of some kind. Finding something suitable is a rather tricky proposition, though. I've heard of several Doman festivals, and they all seem to be too loud and boisterous. On the other hand, we don't want to make the mood too somber. As it happens, the Shazin Kai's been discussing whether to host some sort of occasion to mark the beginning of this new era for the Enclave. Unfortunately, we are also struggling for ideas. I will take what you've said into consideration as we go about planning the event. However, I think that we will still need a little more time to decide on something appropriate. Can we count on your assistance? I would not have it any other way. Glad to hear it. I shall return to the Shazin Kai and look into potential candidates for the event. If you find yourself in need of inspiration or simply a place to think, you know where to come. The gardens are done. Due to your continued contributions, each of the reconstruction projects is now complete. However, Kozakura is still formulating a plan to bring the residents together to bid farewell to the past and mark the beginning of a new era. Perhaps she would benefit from your assistance. Can't hurt to check. And I most certainly would not miss this. A gardener's work is never over. Even though the one garden could be considered to be in a finished state, to maintain its current condition will require unwavering dedication. That makes sense. I don't think gardening could be for me. I like actually finishing things," he said, recording an MMO story. Anyway, Kozakura is looking for advice on ancient Doman customs. "Oh, Derman, I did not see you there." "Happens a lot. I am small." "Sorry, I was lost in thought. I've been considering the possibility of reviving an old Doman tradition, a memorial service for the deceased, to be precise. In years gone by, Domans would honor the souls of departed kin by sending floating lanterns into the sky. This is known as Tento Okuri. That was until the Garleans took over. Religious rites were strictly forbidden, particularly those that could be performed within the safety of one's own home. Being born after the invasion, I've never experienced this for myself, but restoring this custom would be another step to bringing Doma closer to its former glory. I would certainly benefit from the wisdom of the older generations who remember the observance of Tento Okuri." "Did you say Tento Okuri? It's been many a year since we held one of those." "Masters Turanuki and Araragi, what brings the two of you here?" "I would have come here myself if he hadn't followed me. I cannot seem to escape this cantankerous curmudgeon." "You have some nerve, Paper Tiger. And as I recall, you're the one that followed me." "Kozakura, you wish to know of Tento Okuri. Perhaps the reminiscences of an old man would be of some use on this occasion. As the name suggests, it involves sending lanterns up to the heavens. It is a chance to say our final farewells to the spirits of the dead as they embark on their journey into the hereafter. The lanterns float on the wind ever upward to light the way. The more there are and the higher they fly, the happier all those souls will be. Our dead friends will have the time of their lives." I can only imagine how enchanting that must be. Would we be able to hold the ritual anywhere near here? "Yes, and I know just the place. The pavilion in the garden would be ideal, as it overlooks the one river. We wouldn't want any lanterns falling on anything flammable, would we? Which reminds me, where are we going to get all our guiding lights?" "Hello? Are you so absent-minded you've forgotten about me already? Making paper lanterns is one of my many specialties." "Ha! It's about time you said something useful. Very well, I suppose you can be trusted not to botch this entirely. But make sure you finish this while we're still around to see it. Otherwise, those floating spirits will have 2 more travel companions." "Kozakura, can we rely on the Shazinkai to spread word of the event?" "Consider it done." "The sooner we get the rest of the Enclave on board, the more help they'll be able to offer. Derman, could you see if Mitsuba and Minazuki are interested? After that, meet us in the one garden. In the meantime, we old men have work to do. Well, he does. I'll see what I can do to drum up support. Both of you do your bit, we'll do ours." It's a plan. Well, those two certainly do not waste any time, do they? In that case, it's only meet that we follow suit. I shall begin preparations along with the other members of the Shazinkai. Would you be so kind as to speak with the aforementioned pillars of our community?" "Yes, I shall." Giving me the easy part. Okay. Boy, you're in opposite corners, huh? Let's start with you. Mitsuba. You're just in time to try my latest dish. It's Eorzean stew. Yes, please. Oh, the ceremony with the lanterns. Yes, I'd love to go. I have 1 or 2 things to see to first, so I'll meet you there. Fantastic. Okay. Hi, Yugiri. You want to come too? Actually, I won't check in with you. Who knows where we are in story continuity at this point. Next. Minazuki. And kids. Hello, kids. Oh, Derman. How lovely to see you. Is there something you wish to discuss? Tento Okuri. My, I never thought I'd live to see another of those. Of course, it would be our pleasure to attend. This is a valuable opportunity for the children to learn of our nation's rich traditions. I thought that as well. See you later, kids. Be good. I think that's everything. Now we just gotta wait. Everyone, may I have your attention? Welcome to the Tento Okuri, in which we wish the souls of our kin a safe journey as they depart for the heavens. But first, allow me to express my appreciation to the artisans of the yard, without whom none of this would have been possible. Thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this auspicious occasion. There is one more person I wish to thank, Doman Dirami. You've worked tirelessly for the liberation of Doma, reconstruction of the Enclave, and the reuniting of our people. We are eternally grateful. He was a pillar of strength to the refugees during our time in Eorzea, and continues to be so here. I could spend 1,000 lifetimes singing his praises, and it'd still not be enough. To think that we should stand as a people reunited to take part in a ritual passed down from days of yore. My late husband and all the other dearly departed must be smiling upon us. What's the matter? It's nothing. I just... To see you all so happy and at peace, I feel as though our lost loved ones are here with us. Maybe they are, which is all the more reason not to cry. I hardly think our dead friends would come here just to see us blubbering. And besides, those paper lanterns will not be flying anywhere if you soak them with tears. Come on now, chin up. I'm sorry. You're right. In the unfortunate absence of Lord Hien, it falls to me to oversee the Tento Okuri. Now, let us light the way to the heavens. Shall we send our lanterns together? Good idea. Who can say what the new dawn will bring? For Doma, for all of us. I really, really love that this MMO makes time for stories like this. Stories that try to address lingering concerns and needs and things in the aftermath of the big battles, but also that try to bring about some closure for characters on the fringes who are not main characters by any stretch. Nobody here's a main character. Nobody in that scene other than Doman is a main character. The closest to a main character in that lot are the other little kids who have been, we've only run into a few times, really, over the course of this. It's just a whole bunch of characters on the fringes, but who have had lives impacted by the things that we tried to fix. And, I like that the game cares about all that enough to make time for it and to tell some more further stories, tying up some of those loose ends and pointing them toward kind of a new future direction. So what makes this feel like an actual cohesive and coherent world that you can get really invested in and care about every corner of. There you are, Doman. I was hoping you'd come by. What did you think of the Tento Okuri? In all honesty, I've never seen anything so beautiful. In fact, I would say that the ceremony marked a turning point in the history of Doma. Perhaps now we can move on from the tragedies of the past and look to the future. Doman, I would like you to have this. Obviously, it's scant repayment for your kindness and generosity, but perhaps it will serve as a memento for everything we've achieved. The work of the Shazin Kai will continue. Only now that the Enclave has the means of supporting itself, we no longer need to rely on donations. I can scarce believe that this place was once little more than ruins. Where once clouds of dust blew across splintered wood and piles of debris, now stand thriving businesses, places of learning, and homes where our people may grow and prosper. You've touched the lives of us all in so many ways, for you've been instrumental in the restoration of not only our country, but the pride and dignity of the Doman people. Words alone cannot express how much this means to us. However, the Shazin Kai still have much to do. Our aim is to make the Enclave better than it's ever been. We hope that one day, Doma can stand shoulder to shoulder with the other great civilizations of the world. Of course, if you wish to make any further contributions, we'd be delighted to accept. Maybe I will. As always, we'll be offering gratuities for any goods you're willing to provide. And even if you come only to visit, it would be an honor to welcome you again to our not-so-humble home. And with that, we are done. And we've been given a Yanshian merchant's Howry. Cool. Doman Enclave Reconstruction is complete. Although there will be no further expansion, you may continue to make donations within the weekly budget. You'll still receive gratuities for items donated. The rate compared to selling at vendors has been increased. Furthermore, you now have access to a wider selection of wares from the yard. Sweet. Guess I should go do some shopping around there after this. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little side story. It took quite a bit of effort to record this, but it felt like an important enough part of the larger story of 14 and Stormblood that it was worth going to that effort to include. So I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more story mode. Take care till then. Bye!